I am going to be speaking at Acton University in June, and I want you to join me. And in fact, I have a method to help cover the costs. I have a mission for you to do while you're there. And if you want to come join us and participate in this mission, then we're going to be able to pitch in and help you out. All right, so here's the deal. Backstory. I have attended something called Acton University. It is unlike any event I've ever been at. So the people that are there are interested in not just good intentions, but sound economics. They take faith and they try to share with people in ministry, people who are concerned about faith. They try to take capitalism and free markets and the ideas of freedom in general, but specifically economic freedom, and talk about how it makes life better, how we can match good intentions with good results. And it's a very different type of atmosphere. So this year, Acton's going to be doing its university from June 22nd to the 25th. That's a Monday through Thursday. You get there in the afternoon Monday and register, and it starts off with a plenary dinner that night, and it goes all the way to dinner Thursday night. That's the length of the event. It is June 22nd to 25th. People who go are dressed in sharp business casual or business attire. Like every day I'm wearing, for example, either a blazer or a suit jacket. And that's pretty much kind of like everybody's kind of well dressed, well presented, and they're not hanging out in the halls, networking and talking, although a lot of that goes on at the various meals, which are included in your tuition. So you come to this event and you get three meals a day plus a snack. And I mean, they feed you really well. The breakfast spread, the lunch box, and the dinner is a full course, multi-course dinner, are all very, very good. You will definitely be nourished while you're there. And so that brings the cost and the need to travel and run around down. And they do this up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids, Michigan, again, June 22nd to 25th. So you go there during the day and you participate in these sessions. Now, the very first year you go, it's your first year. After you've been there, after that, you're an alumni. And first year people always participate in 4 classes that are considered the core classes. So the freshmen kind of have to go through these classes, right? And then you can go to other breakout sessions. And I am a speaker at one of the breakouts. I did my first breakout last year. This will be my 4th Acton University. My talk is titled, Instead of Unions, Empowering Workers Through Self-Management. So one of the deals is that you'll go to 90% of this thing and you will attend my session. But we have a couple simple homework assignments. So I want to tell a story. And that is that the first couple of years I went there, and even to some degree the last year when I was there as a speaker, I would hear some people say, well, we're not like those anarchists, or we're not libertines, or, there was kind of this idea that maybe we who are more on the libertarian side of the free market equation don't really have morals. They would never go for that. They believe in something they call ordered liberty. Now, the first question that pops into my head is ordered by what, or ordered by whom, right? It seems clever to them, but it doesn't seem quite right to me. And probably not to many of you who watch my show. But the people there are respectful, serious. The conversations are incredible. They've not been sucked in by the whole MAGA movement. They're anti-tariff and pro-free trade. They believe in free markets, minimal regulation, and they explained how to do charity in a way that is free market and capitalist oriented. Last year at one of the plenary sessions, there was a guy who was a professional missionary who ended up becoming involved in water ministry in Africa. And then that emerged to a for-profit ministry that literally self-sustained itself through market mechanisms and brought water faster and better all the time. Their biggest problem was they were growing too fast in terms of being able to deliver water to African villages across the continent. It's an amazing story. And he got a question one of the nights that he was there about whether or not the people in the village saw him differently and trusted him more as a missionary or as a businessman. And his answer, as a good Christian businessman, as a former missionary, was very, very interesting. And that kind of stuff happens all the time. We want you to come and help build up the reputation of libertarians amongst these people. We want you to kind of be the missionaries to them, to show who we really are, what our character is really like, by participating in some of the Q&A that goes on after every talk. They're very well organized in their talks. They run on a tight schedule, and the schedule is met. So you have time for Q&A after every talk that's presented, and we want you to stand up in those situations. We want you to meet with people at the table when you're having a meal, or in the hallways as you're beginning to talk to people, at receptions before dinner, whatnot. We want you to begin connecting with some people there and put on a good face, a good impression, be a missionary, so to speak, for people who are libertarian or voluntarist so that they can see a different side of us. So if you want to come join us in Grand Rapids, Michigan from June 24th to 25th for Acton University, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to send me an email. We're going to put that email in the show notes. So it's going to be right there for you. You just click on it and you come send me an email. I will see the email to General Zero Aggression Project message. This scholarship is being run through sponsorship, a generous donor to the Downsize DC Foundation, which is the parent organization of the Zero Aggression Project, sponsors of this show. So you just click that email. And here's what we're offering. In return for what you're doing, we will reimburse most of your tuition, nearly all of it. In fact, if you do it before February 27th, it is very nearly all of it. And then on top of that, we have another reimbursement coming this summer for your travel and your room, which is a modest cost. And by the way, if you choose to stay at the hotel that they're using, it's a very nice hotel. You'll be in walking distance every day. You won't even have to go outside to go to the event. But that's all up to you. Your own arrangements are up to you. We will reimburse those expenses if you meet the criteria that we're talking about here. And we just want you to come help with this reputation. But you're going to get so much out of this, I promise, especially as a first timer. It really is a time to really kind of pause and reflect on your values and why you believe the things you do, to get new arguments and deeper understanding on those things. You will come away appreciating free markets even more than you do now. And if you happen to be a person of faith, you will find the experience even moving. It's unlike anything else I've ever been to. I've been to all kinds of different events. This one is special and different. I want you to join me, and especially at my own talk called Instead of Unions. I want you to join me at Acton University. Click the email below. I look forward to seeing you there.